day number 1. I'm not gonna tell you what day it is, so you don't know how long it actually takes me to do this. 73 Mach 1, 351 4-speed, 20-year project for Mr. John. So we're excited to get this thing here. We're gonna get it painted.
We do have a video on that one, I think.
Yeah, if you go back through our videos, it's the Mexican Mustang. This actually was built in Mexico with some crazy parts. It's a really interesting video. Go check it out.
I'll let you do the decision on that one. All right, great video. It's going up. There she goes.
Oh, the wheels.
Doing okay?
You want to cut the steering wheel to me just a little bit? There you go.
Like that?
Yep. All right, now back to the middle. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
There you go. All right, we are back on the Mach 1. We went ahead and got the big old honking HEI pulled out of it. I guess this was probably a pretty popular mod for drivability. You know, HEIs are the easiest distributor you can get. You can see by this very tiny cutout in this ram air system, HEI just wouldn't fit here. So we went ahead and put the Mallory Unilight back in. Cool story, this Unilight was in the car when he bought it like 20 some years ago. So we put all new internals in it, a new wiring harness in it. We got a brand new coil. Got the coil mounted. We got some old yellow super stock wires, totally 80s style. We got the ram air system installed. Me and Maggie are gonna go ahead and grab the hood. Well, what I said before the camera died was, we're gonna go ahead and grab the hood, get the hood fit on the car. That way we can make sure everything fits before we blow it apart to do the final body work and paint this thing. So I can't wait to see this ram air hood on here. Let's get at it.
I didn't say the car was stupid. I said that is stupid.
It's not stupid. Your car has the same big ugly thing. It's just on the hood, not on the motor.
And it doesn't have that big ugly thing.
We may have regrouped. Now maybe we're ready for the hood.
Maybe.
Okay.
Assume you're not going to pick it up.
Well, you're fired if you can't. All right. Okay. I got it.
Okay, you sure?
Yep.
Oh, we need to go toward you.
Okay. So now.
You don't have to put that other thing on?
No, I just want to get it to fit the fenders first.
Okay. So at the back it looks great. At the front, ooh yeah.
So this fender needs to come over. Well, actually it fits pretty good. This is all getting replaced down at the body shop. But it's a ram air Mustang again.
Mm-hmm.
Doing more in here?
Mm. I think so.
You think so? All right, so it's teardown day. We're gonna go ahead and tear the hood, trunk lid, fenders, doors, everything off this Mustang to prep the insides, the paint you really don't see once it's painted. What's happening?
I tried to be quiet.
Good luck. We've already started block sanding on the 73 Mach 1. We're gonna go ahead and pull the quarter panel extensions off so we can get this edge dressed up and then make sure we get paint and primer behind that. And then we'll just take it one panel at a time. There we go.
Hold on. Can you pull it back towards you? There we go.
That'll release it from the car and set it on the piece of wood. Pick it up, pick it up. There you go. And then we just drive it away.
Drive it away.
And then I find a comfortable way to move it out of my way. Oh my God, these doors are heavy. We're out of here.
Yeah.
Very productive day yesterday. Let's see what we got. So we got the driver's side fender all prepped out. The yellow tape is a few little dings to address. The doors were a nightmare. They had 5 coats of paint on them. We were able to knock off most of that, get it down, get it blocked. I'm sorry, not blocked, get it smoothed, and then we put the new Nason full epoxy, the DTM. This stuff right here is really good. DTM epoxy primer sealer. We use that anytime we're going to bare metal. So we're continuing on with that. The Mustang is actually over here. Looks pretty cool as a go-kart. We'll probably get everything prepped out over there. And once that's all in sealer, we'll move the Mustang back in and finish up the body. There's not much. There's a few dings here or there. Uh-oh. Well, now you know why the Corvette is here. Slide that back there. This Corvette, this beautiful 71 454 4-speed Corvette is here for some maintenance. If you subscribe to Hot Rod Magazine, you may see this car again. It was shot on Power Tour by the staff. They like the car so much, so keep your eyes out for that. All right, well, I've been in this mask all day. So we've got the rear clip primed, sanded with 320 and 400. Now we're gonna throw down some of the tinted sealer that the customer picked out for this. That'll get us a nice clean surface. If that goes well, we may throw some color on it tonight, so we'll see how it goes. It's actually kind of warm tonight. I was expecting like 30 degrees, but it's like 55, and I've got the room at 72, so we're not doing bad. Whew. All right. As you can tell by my hair, it's been a hell of a day in the paint booth, but we got through final prime, we got through sealer. It laid down super smooth. If it wasn't 7:30 at night, I'd go ahead and start shooting color. I want to get 2 coats on the whole car, and then we'll reassemble it. scuff it with 800 and then shoot a nice thick coat of color before we clear it. All in all though, very productive day, very happy. All right, so we're ready to spray the color. We got the couple little trouble spots sanded with 600. Now we're gonna go ahead and lay the base color. We're gonna do 2 coats now. As long as that lays out smooth, we'll stop there. And then when we get the car reassembled is when we'll do the last coat. And then any drop coats we need to level out the metallics and such. Coat number 1 came out nice. There's a little striping in the roof. I'm gonna try to do that a little better. I'm having a hard time reaching the roof. I can't wait to paint the Suburban next, but we try to go in a different pattern on the roof so we don't have stripes at the very end. And the drop coat at the very end you kind of pull the gun a little bit further away and spread everything out so it kind of hides those tiger stripes that we don't want in a metallic paint job. But let's see what it looks like after coat number 2.
All right, everybody. So since it's been about a week since we painted the car, Joe has gone back through and scuffed it up with 600, and we are going to wipe it down to clean it and get ready for final paint.
All right, what's the plan this morning?
All right, today we are going to start putting the stickers on so that we can match the silver paint. These will go on here, and the sides always go first. And you want to start them down here at the end. You'd rather have them overlapping here than down here at the bottom. We'll do this side and the next side and then the stripe.
And your soapy solution will allow you to slide it around if...
Yes, once you get the water, which has soap in it, like dishwashing liquid soap, you'll be able to move it around until you get it where you need it.
Paint job came out nice.
It came out great.
We got the doors and fenders all aligned.
Which was super painful.
Oh yeah, that was no... We're all soapy and lubed.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna... I'm way off.
Way off. Way off.
Now, eyeballs. Pull that way.
I'm trying. Hold that side.
I'm trying. Don't get lippy with me. All right, we're not gonna bore you with all the details. Same thing here as on the tail. Wipe it down with wax and grease remover, then don't touch it again. Make sure you let it air out for just a little bit. You don't want wet wax and grease remover on there. Soapy water solution, sticker, squeegee, repeat all the way down the side of the car. What was that?
One more of these damn things.
Are you tired? Yeah, but it looks great. Look at it. It's really waking up the car. It looks faster.
It looks faster.
Yeah, but now we get the cool one that actually says Mach 1.
Mach.
Mach 1. All right, well, you can see behind me, we're gonna start going ahead and laying out the stencil for the hood. Over here you can't see, but we've got 2 coats of silver on the front and rear spoilers. I'm gonna show that to you when it's all together to really pop. We actually got the graphics down one side of the car already. I lightly scuffed the center where the silver goes. We're gonna get this stripe laid out, this decal. It's kind of like a negative of the stripe. That way when you mask it all off and paint it, it puts the little 1/4-inch stripe on for you.
Just off skosh.
I'll just take a razor
I
blade.
think our heads are chopped off, but it's fine.
Well, people don't care what we look like. Well, this is it. The true test. Can we lay a stencil straight or not? We'll see. Oh.
You know, we should be looking at slower though. Too fast.
I'm not on the paint. This is on the tape. See? I haven't got to it. Let's get out of it.
I was like, what? Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Well, you can't say the stencil don't work. It works. It works really well, actually. Of course, staring at your butt again with the camera, like you always do that.
I don't mean to.
Right.
I'm trying to get the sticker off.
Trying to get ratings. We'll let the hood cure out for a day or two. We'll put it on the car. We got a few pieces to put on the car. We got one more decal. We got the spoiler and the ram air scoops and the front air dam all cleared at the same time. And there you have it. The 73 Mach 1 is complete. We are really stoked about how this paint job came out. That was the first time we've ever used stencils for the hood striping. There was a lot of decals on this car, make it a little bit more challenging, but the car came out beautiful. I can't wait to deliver it back to the owner and get the next paint project in here. Hope you enjoy projects like this here. We do a lot of mechanical upgrades. This is a new part of our business now. Other than that, keep following along, keep liking, keep subscribing. We enjoy having you here. Thanks, guys.